Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's your boy, the Beanie Boy, and only the Beanie Boy. Welcome back to the Stomp Wrestling channel. And as you can see today, we're continuing this build to the CPW Arnold's Festival that is happening from the 19th to the 21st of May, 2023. And with us, it would have been a crime if we didn't get this man on the channel. He is, ladies and gentlemen, the biggest rising prospect in South African pro wrestling. He's going to tell us why he's so highly regarded as the next big thing in South African pro wrestling. I am, of course, talking about the guest for today, the dream machine himself, TJ Tremor. Yes, sir.
Jeez, bro, you're making me blush over there. Look at that intro, man. Flip.
No, bro. I mean, I'm only telling the truth here, bro. I'm only telling the truth.
Man, I appreciate it, man. Thank you for having me, man. It's always good to be. I've been seeing you guys for a while, so yeah, man, it's good to be here.
It has been a long while.
Has been a while.
It has been a very long while.
Yeah, man. Sounds good.
And a lot has happened since then, man. Let's start from the last thing that you did, the last major key, if you will. Your match at WrestleMonster 5 against the international Marty Skurll. The match itself was highly regarded as a passing of the torch, maybe young meets the old, something along those lines, but it was a match that many people went there to see. And of course, you delivered. Unfortunately, you didn't get the win, but the match itself was one that I'm sure you'll remember for a very long time. Take us through how that came about, and was it you who chose Marty? Was Marty the one who chose the TJ Tremor? How did that come about for WrestleMonster 5?
Yo, so I'll put it in a bit of a backstory. There was more than just a match for me, in all honesty. Back in the day, like when I like just started wrestling. So obviously, like for me, I'm a third generation wrestler. So I've been through the ranks. Like dad was a wrestler. Well, my dad and his brother were wrestlers, and then my uncle, all his uncles and stuff through there. So pretty much passed the torch down. Like I grew up around wrestling because of my dad and stuff. So it was all natural for me to go wrestling and that, And the whole thing with Marty is when I started training for wrestling, I was probably about 8 when I took my first bump. So I used to go whenever my dad used to go train. Like the big boys were in like the big ring, and then we had this little little 3x3 because a big ring is like 6x6. So we had this little 3. Man, if I stand in that ring today, I actually have it up my backyard at the moment. If I take the top rope, literally takes me like by my hip, so it's like a really small ring. So I started training inside there, and like I fell in love with wrestling throughout over the years and stuff and that, And when I had my first professional match, there was a kid here. He's now living in Germany, actually. His name is, he wrestled here as Jay Reddick, and he moved up now Mr. Rose Gold Mason Miller out in Germany. So me and him had our first matches against each other. So I was down here in Port Elizabeth. And in that small ring, believe it or not, so that small ring has had...
That's crazy, 3x3.
Dude, I wrestled my first match, or first 3 matches actually inside that ring.
That's crazy.
So, yeah, bro. I think my very first match, I hit the ropes like once, man. Like once. Like I was just...
Makes sense.
Because I based my style on technical wrestling. That's just who I am. People do the hardcore, some people do the half-fly. I wrestle on the mat.
Ground and pound.
Ground and pound, man. So, so when we started wrestling against each other, that's when I made my wrestling debut. I had made a list. So that list is actually, if you go watch on my YouTube channel, actually, I spoke about it on my Road to WrestleMonster. For those who don't know, it's TJ Tremor TV out on YouTube. On my very first episode of part 1 of Road to WrestleMonster, I spoke about it. And I have a whiteboard, call it a dream board, if you have it. But in the little corner, it had a top 10 people of if I ever had to make it as a professional wrestler one day. These are the top 10 people that I really, really want to face. And that was all for just for the hits of it, you know. I was like,
of course, something you wake up, you look at, and one day maybe.
No, I was sort of like, that's also the reason why I made my vlogs and stuff as well, because I like used to look at all the other guys, and I was like, you know, made by a wrestling fan for a wrestling fan, you know?
Yeah.
At that stage, I'm like a wrestling fan, or still am, but like at this time, I was like, okay, let me just fanboy and make a list of like some people. And at the that's why I was so real when it got announced to me. I had nothing to do behind the scenes, nothing, bro. Literally, when I just got a phone call say, hey, are you keen for Wrestle Monster? Yes, I am. Cool. Okay. Marty Skurll. And I was like, crazy, completely stunned. That's why that very first, I think it was the first or the second one. I think it was the first one, actually. Yeah. I recorded that you'd see my whole demeanor. I recorded that part of who I'm facing, like literally 5 minutes after I got that phone call.
So it was raw emotion.
I was completely raw, bro. Completely raw. Because on my top 10 board, Marty Skurll has been number one for the past years. Like that's 6 years, bro. So you can imagine, how get us like, hey, how are you? Cool. Okay, you're versing Marty Skurll. Like, whoa.
The like, Marty Skurll or another Marty Skurll?
Bro,
I can imagine.
Like, bro, I used to like fangirl like over this guy's work. A lot, like, I based like my style along certain like wrestlers and stuff, like, because I like certain styles and stuff. And he was a guy that majorly followed. Like, he was like one of my heroes, man. Like, since I started wrestling, I was just like, I knew who he was and I followed him, bro. From the UK days straight up through Bullet Club and Villain, and you know. So that's like crazy. I was just so, bro, it was so surreal for me actually. So that day, like, I went to the hotel because I stayed at the hotel with the boys. And I could just meeting him for the first time. I was like, hey. I was like completely starstruck, man. I was like completely starstruck. But at the same time, I was like having like one of the boys, you know, introduce me to some of the guys, whatever. Just really cool. And then obviously, so, you know, with Wrestle Monster, man, it was such an unfortunate like circumstance.
Yeah, because the weather conditions.
Yeah, dude, like at all the previous like Wrestle Monsters, and that one we had the Champions of War #1. Dude, there were like 20,000 people, straight up, like easy. Crazy. Like people were on Wrestle Monster 3 specifically. That's where I made my very first Wrestle Monster. Dude, in PE, there was on like the grass, like sort of section by the beach. Man, it was like people were standing on the tip of the pier just to come get a glimpse of what was happening. Dude, and it was surreal. So we were expecting like tons of people, and like we had a major like things on the social medias and stuff, and so many people actually commented like my matches and stuff as well, and I was like, whoa, this is like actually happening, man.
It is.
So, and then the Friday morning, I remember waking up because the show was supposed to be a Friday night.
Yeah.
So waking up on the Friday morning and just seeing the wind, I was like, whoa, it is gonna be hectic wrestling.
It's not gonna happen.
Dude, like between us now, like, man, I had practiced, like, because obviously I wanted to like lift my game a little bit. Dude,
of course,
I'm a big guy. I'm 6'4", bro. I'm like 105 kilos. Crazy. I'm not a small dude. But I was like, let me try and get to the top rope, man. I want to try and do something. Like, I want to try and do something. So actually, Alex Desire came down a little bit. And I had that ring in my backyard, the 6x6, not the 3x3, the 6x6.
All right, thank goodness for that.
Yeah. I was like, I'm gonna try and springboard.
I mean, bro, you have to level up at some point. You really just have to take it to a new level.
Dude, it took me like 2 or 3 tries, but I could springboard, and I was like, whoa, that's so cool.
Yeah.
And I tried like a couple moves, but the problem was, like, call me a wuss, bro. But at like 101 kilometers an hour, I was not getting on that top rope, man. I was gonna blow straight off, bro. Straight off, bro. So, you know, and then I was like, so literally 12 o'clock, they got given a phone call saying, okay, guys, like it's not happening.
It's not happening.
So they put out like the whole festival. They were wrestling at Splash Festival. Put out a whole announcement on the social media, like, it's not happening. But then they kept telling us, like, yeah, it might happen at 6. And I was like, bro, you're literally telling everyone it's not going to happen. And
exactly. So
that happened.
It's
but then
miscommunication.
Exactly. But then disaster management half an hour later completely called it off, dude, because the wind was blowing it up. It was 101, but then it blew up to 120 k's an hour, and pieces of the stage were blowing off.
Those are insane numbers.
It was one of the most, P is known as Windy City, man, but it was one of the most hectic ever experienced in my 24 years of living in PE, actually.
That is crazy.
So unfortunate. And then we decided, okay, cool. Everyone was game, like, cool, man, let's just do it tomorrow. Everyone's flight was only out of PE at like 1, 2 o'clock. And I was like, yeah, well, we can do it in the morning.
Might as well.
Brother, 9 o'clock in the freaking morning. I don't know if I have never, okay, jokes, maybe there's one time in Joburg actually where I wrestled in that, but that was like 11, which is reasonable-ish. Bro,
of course, that's almost afternoon.
Dude, on a good day, I'm not even surfaced out of bed at 9 o'clock.
Same, bro.
Having to wrestle freaking Marty Skurll of all people at 9 o'clock on a Saturday morning. I was
Top of the morning.
Bro, you best believe I didn't sleep at all that night.
Of course. But you did it and you rocked it. And like you're saying, it's going to be one of the most memorable things you've done. But I mean, they say the sky is not the limit. That's the new quote I'm hearing around.
Yeah.
And Marty is back to doing what he does best. And you're still here in South Africa trying to do what you do best. And that moves us swiftly into the event coming up very, very shortly, the Arnold's Classic. We know that you have been confirmed. Social media has confirmed it. CPW management has confirmed it. TJ Tremor will be at the Arnold's Classic. What can we expect from the Dream Machine as we approach this? I mean, Wrestle Monster is huge, but the Arnolds are just as big. The Arnolds are something that people come from all corners to witness. So what can we expect from the Dream Machine, man?
Well, I mean, if there's not a wind of 120 k's an hour, maybe that's springboard.
We hope to see that springboard, bro.
Hey, bro, if there's no wind, I'm going to try and... Actually, I haven't practiced the springboard since that...
Get on it, bro. Get on it. We need to see it.
Yeah. In all honesty, I'm still coming off a high of Marty Skurll. I watched the videos, man. I'm just like, it was not surreal. Like, I look... Dude, in the ring, my adrenaline is always so high. I have to literally watch videos to remember what I do in the ring. Some people can remember. I'm just like, bro, I remember.
It really does.
So I watch videos, like, cool, man. Like, it was such a surreal moment coming to wrestle of, like, one of my heroes. Like, I remember going to Anansi before the time, and I was like, Coach, do you have any advice for me? Because I'm just like, bro, my mouth was freaking, like, concrete before that. So, yeah, coming off that high, going into Arnold's now it's really cool. It's really good for CPW to be back there. Like I said, last year we were back there. I wasn't up there last year as well because obviously it was the whole COVID situation still. But now COVID's lifted. So
it is.
Yeah. So I haven't actually wrestled in Joburg since March of 2020, the Randfontein show of 2020.
That is crazy.
Yeah, prior to wrestling, that's the last time I wrestled, like in front of an audience. I'm not talking in front of an audience.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, so I haven't wrestled in Joburg. So actually, I haven't been to Joburg since March of 2020. So
we're waiting for you, man. We'll meet you at the airport.
Not this week. The following week.
Yeah. So of course, 19th to 21st.
So, there we go, brother. There we go. 19th to 21st. Catch TJ Tremor live in action in the blood and flesh,
man. We can't wait, man. We can't wait. Yeah. Like I said at the top of this recording, you are a prospect, bro. The first time I heard of TJ Tremor was from Bobby Lashley when he was giving you that shout out. And I just asked myself, who is this TJ Tremor? I actually thought you were American or English or something. Only to find that you're a homegrown talent. And with the talent you have, man, with the resume you already have at this young age, relatively young age. I mean, I see the sky being the limit. So let's talk.
Bro, the youngest ever CPW developmental champion, bro. Academy champion.
You see. And
fun fact, the last time I was at the Arnold is where I won that championship. So you never know what's gonna happen at this Arnold.
This is perfect. This is perfect because my next question.
Storybook ending, man. Storybook ending.
Of course. Finishing the story as someone else.
There we go.
My question was going to be around that. I mean, you're a CPW talent. CPW has amazing championships, world-renowned championships.
Exactly.
They've got the All-Africa champion. They've got the CPW World Heavyweight champion. And I'm sure as a wrestler, what you aspire to is being champion. So any plans on getting yourself into the championship picture? Maybe starting at the Arnolds, maybe afterwards, but what's the plan in terms of TJ Tremor and some gold around that waist, man?
Hey, bro, the last time I went after gold, I won it, bro. I haven't went after gold since I'm champion. I haven't won a main roster title yet. But then again, I also haven't gone after a main roster title yet.
Exactly.
So, you know, but you forgot the Commonwealth Championship as well, Nancy's.
Exactly. So, and he's been champion for so long. Maybe you're the one who's gonna knock him off the mountain, man.
You know what? I like one of the championships that's like really in my face at the moment, and like I really, really want it, is that All Africa Championship, man.
The workhorse champion, man.
Brother, I want that belt, bro. You're gonna see me versus Mark Zander somewhere along the line. I'm gonna take that strap.
It has to happen.
Freaking waist, bro. It's gonna be mine. I promise you now. Mark my words, bro. Whether it's at Arnold's, whether it's whenever, mark my words. I will be the one to happen. Zander, bro. Watch, mark my words. So we can have an interview that very next day or the same freaking day. I would be like, remember this day? I told you, and we're holding the belt right here.
Yeah, keep this day in mind. This is the day.
Keep this day in mind. What's the date? The date is Friday the 5th of May. We're gonna come back to the interview, and I'm gonna reference this interview. You're gonna watch.
You have to. Because I mean, it's going to be difficult for you to get to that point, and I think you know that. I mean, the former champ, the loudmouth, he still has hopes. I mean, he wasn't pinned, so he still has hopes to get back his title, the title he believes he made relevant. And that's very hard to argue. So you're going to, before you even get to Mike Zander, you may have to step on Loudmouth's toes just to get to where you want to be. But that makes for great wrestling, bro. That makes for great wrestling when you can eliminate all comers for the main prize.
Exactly. I do, however, think the reason why Loudmouth dropped the title or decided to pursue better options, I think he's going after some big and better goal. But yeah, man, my goal is I want to take Loudmouth's legacy and I want to elevate that. You know, I want to put Africa on the map, and how better to do that with the All Africa Championship around the West.
You know? Exactly. So, and I mean, with the start you've had already, you're already miles ahead than anyone else who has the same desire. You know, so no pun intended there by Alex. But anyone else who has the same desire as you, I mean, you're probably 10, 20 steps ahead from them. So I think you're in pole position to do exactly what you set out to do. And you're in pole position to be the greatest South African pro wrestler we've ever seen. Stomp Wrestling is...
That's the goal, man. That's the goal.
It has to be. And we'll be here to witness it, bro.
Little Easter egg for whoever's watching this.
All right. We like Easter egg.
I'm gonna do some experimentation for Arnold's Classic and changing my look a little bit, bro.
Okay.
Notice why there's a bit of a beard going. We're gonna try and experiment with that. So we're changing up the look of the tights. We're changing up a whole bunch of things, bro. The Dream Machine's going next level. So
all right, we heard it here first.
So the only thing I'm gonna give away for now. It's gonna be different. It's not my normal style.
Yeah.
Similar, but the whole design changing. So if it works, we're sticking. If it doesn't work, we're going back to the old. But I have a feeling it's gonna work. It's gonna be good.
It probably will. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. The Dream Machine coming with some new smoke, coming with some new drip for the Arnold. We can't wait to see it. Stomp Wrestling will be there in full force. We know you'll be there. We can't wait to experience it. Any final words, any closing words to anyone watching, to the CPW management and roster? What do you have to say, Mr. TJ Tremor?
You know, I've been teasing this literally absolutely everywhere. And I'm going to tease it again because it's a new platform, so why not tease it? I don't know if you guys watch my YouTube channel or follow my Instagrams or my Facebook or whatever.
Yeah.
I've been teasing a surprise.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys have been seeing the things. I said there's a little surprise coming.
All right.
So that little surprise is going to be announced at the end of this month, just after Arnold's Classic. I'll announce it.
Awesome.
So whoever's watching this, Stomp Wrestling can get it first. So, fun fact, actually, I've already filmed the video of me announcing it. It's just because it's getting ready.
Okay, so
after,
we're just ready for the release.
The day after Arnold's, bro. It's a bit soon. I'm building suspense. Man.
We can't wait. We like that.
Let's just say, to put it in perspective, there's some big things happening. There's some very, very big things happening.
We love to hear it. We'll be watching with bated breath. We'll have our eyes wide open to see what TJ Tremor has in store for us. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been the BeanieBoy with the Dream Machine. What an amazing chat we have with this man right here. Catch him at the Arnold's from the 19th to the 21st of May at Reimse Stadium. It is going to be amazing. CPW goes all out for the Arnold's, and I have a strong feeling they're going to do the exact same thing this year. Mr. TJ Tremor, thank you so much for your time. We look forward to seeing you in person. All of TJ's links, the YouTube channel, the Facebook channel, the Instagram account, everything will be left in the description. So go ahead, watch the content, follow the man, and big things coming. You heard it from him first, and you heard it from us here first at Stomp Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen.
Here we go.
We will see you at the Arnold's Classic. Remember, 19th, 21st May, Reimse Stadium. It is going to be amazing. But other than that, thank you so much, Mr. TJ Tremor. That's it from us.
Thank you for having me.
That was just too sweet, my brother.
Oh, wait, hold up. There we go.
Got it. Awesome stuff, bro.